Welcome back. Our next guest is one of the stars in the upcoming and long-awaited movie, Mockingjay, which is part of the Hunger Games series. His name is Sam Claflin, and he plays Finnick Odair. Welcome, Sam.
Thank you. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? I'm so excited about this movie.
Well, I'm glad that you're excited. It's sort of nice to hear that people are. I mean, as much as I am, I suppose I should say.
So you see all these teen movies like Twilight, and the actors who partake in them, their careers just launch. What did it feel like for you when you found out you were going to be a part of the Hunger Games?
I mean, I didn't sort of look at it that selfishly, really. I didn't sort of look at the role of Finnick Odair and go, this is going to be what makes me. For me, it was more about being, being a sort of small cog or a part of something that is so sort of epic and incredible, but also portraying a character that is not only beloved by other fans and other people, but it's so three-dimensional and complex that it was a real acting role, if that makes sense. I wanted to challenge myself in new ways, and to have the opportunity to work with some of the best, not only actors but filmmakers in the business was a sort of no-brainer really for me. But yeah, I don't sort of think about what this may or may not do for my career. I try not to think about it just in case nothing does happen.
Just kind of enjoy it.
I'll be disappointed. Exactly.
So like you said, you play Finnick Odair. Can you tell us a little bit about him? Just your character? So the Finnick Odair that we met in the previous film in Catching Fire is charismatic, charming, I suppose slightly arrogant, but very, very self-confident, and is very physical as well. And the sort of Finnick Odair that we meet in this movie has gone on such a journey throughout Catching Fire and the sort of being thrust into the Hunger Games again, that he's broken, he's vulnerable, he's sensitive, he's alone, and you sort of realise he hasn't got any friends or family or loved ones. He's a lonely, lonely soul. So it's a real treat as an actor, again, to kind of portray a character's sort of positives and his flaws, yeah. Right. So you work with some big names on this film. Can you give us some behind-the-scenes scoop on any of them?
Behind-the-scenes scoop.
Or anything funny that happened on set?
It's so difficult. It's always really difficult. This is the question that I always sort of hate being asked, purely because it's so often it has to be like, oh, you had to be there, you had to be there, because people never find it as funny as it was at the time. But I'll try and tell one story and try to make you laugh. There was this sort of underground sort of bunker type tunnel that was pitch black inside, heavy door. We were filming down there, and we'd take it in turns to basically stand within this like long tunnel that was really eerie and pitch black for like 30 seconds at a time to see if we'd get scared or not. And some people did, some people didn't. But just before I think Jennifer went in, we hid Josh in this tunnel. So when it got to about 15-20 seconds, he started making noises, obviously to freak her out slightly. Yeah. So naturally she did freak out, and we grabbed the door handle to not let her out. And it was, see, I make that sound really sadistic, but it was funny at the time, I promise, I assure you.
Well, it sounds like you guys had so much fun on set.
Yeah, I mean, every day was a new day. Every day was a fun day. Every day, you kind of worried for your life. But there was constant pranks. There was constant enjoyment to be had. And I think what's great is having a cast where we all are able to kind of have fun, but at the same time work hard. I think we were really lucky for that dynamic.
Right. Well, I'm super excited to see the movie, and thank you so much for chatting with us today, Sam.
No, thank you for having me.
And for all of our viewers, if you guys want to see Hunger Games, go to our website and check out some listings. It comes out nationwide on the 21st.